So,
Good morning.
good morning everyone on Zoom.
Still asleep.
Hi Marco, how are you doing today?
Hey, you unmute yourself, Marco. Marco, unmute yourself. He mute himself.
Yeah. Okay.
Marco, you mute yourself. You need to unmute to talk.
There it is. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Awesome to see you today, Marco.
Yes.
So, why Marco is here today? Because today is a special day. It's end of quarter 3, and we are on behalf of PacificWide. I would like to congratulate to our top producer winners of quarter 3. The first one is Christopher Trung, and he is the top producer winner of real estate segment. Unfortunately, Tris is not available today to join our Zoom, but we already hand the certificate to him through the email. And he's so excited on that.
Awesome. Wow.
The second one is Marco.
Marco, yay! Congratulations,
Thank
yay!
you.
Where is that?
Thank you so much.
Good job, Marco.
Thank you.
Bring
It takes
in
everybody
Marlo.
though. I couldn't do it without you guys, so it's not just me. Success has to be shared. And I have to say thank you to my transaction coordinator, Lily, and I have to say thank you to Hung, to Min, everybody who helped with the loans, the team, Leon. It's not just me. The success is everybody's. It's a team,
Awesome.
and I want to say thank you.
Teamwork. Thank you, Marco. Yay!
Thank you.
Teamwork. Yay!
And can you share with us any tips that how you can achieve this?
Yeah, so I think when you get momentum, because real estate is an up and down business, and we all know that it's very hard to stay consistent. I think that's the problem most of us usually have in this industry. But the thing with real estate, when you get hot, you stay hot, and I think the energy stays so high that customers can see it, other realtors can see it, the people around you can see it. You just exude a lot of positive energy and a lot of confidence when you're on a roll. And so the momentum just carries you forward, and you just start doing everything right, and you get into good habits. And that's the key, is being able to stay in that realm. So it comes with also luck. You need to prepare yourself so you can get lucky. And what happened with me this that 1 month that I had like 4 sales, is it was just timing, and I would have not been able to accomplish that had I not had the right team, and also if I wasn't prepared myself and exuded a lot of positive energy and a lot of confidence. And one transaction's energy can lead to the other. You can take from one and take it to the other. And so now my key thing is that I'm gonna try to focus on is try to see how I can continue to stay like this.
Yay! That's what I like to hear. Yay! Top producer, yay!
Thank you guys too.
Okay, Marco, you need to bring in more loans. How you gonna be top producer all the time?
I know. Okay.
Thank you so much for sharing.
And one thing about Marco, he know a lot of rich people. Oh my God, Marco, reach out to them.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Awesome. And another amazing top producer winner is MC. You know what? MC is the winner of 3 quarter.
Wow.
First, second, and third.
And fourth.
And fourth.
I don't know.
Yeah, so can you share to us your tips and also your thoughts about this achievement?
So to me, it's about hard work. and I looking at your goal every week. Say, hey, how much I'm gonna sell next month. So looking at your pipeline to see how much I'm gonna sell. Am I reaching the goal yet? Like if it's my goal, if I set my goal is $5 million, where will I sell $5 million or less? If not, then I have to work harder to find more deals. So keep looking at your goal that you set and have to work harder if you don't see it met until it met, and then you still keep working hard on it. I think it's working hard and reviewing your goal frequently.
Very good.
Amazing. Yes, and just remind to all of you and also the top producer, the reward for the winner of mortgage segment, you will have a 300 gift card per transaction in mortgage for the next 3 months. And also you will always be our marketing priorities.
Awesome.
Whenever you have any request, anything you need support from marketing, from sales, from office, you are on the top of priorities.
Awesome.
Yay.
Thank you. Yay.
Yes. And also Marco, because you also a winner of mortgage and real estate segment both, so you have 2 options. The option 1, you can have a free TC for all transactions in the next 3 months. So let's say next 3 months you have 10 transactions, so you have 3,000 free.
Of TC.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Do that. Bring in 20, so you have 6,000 free.
Wow, yeah, it's amazing, right? Yeah, so again, congratulations to all of our winners. And hope to see you soon, Marco.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, Marco.
All right, so go back with our training today.
I have one more question.
Yes,
because
Mom.
I got top producer 3 times. Will I get to bring that thing home?
Yes. Yes.
The what is it? The trophy, right?
Trophy.
The trophy.
It will be amazing award coming with you soon, very soon. But I will, but I will keep it secret first.
Okay, I like secret.
All right. So go back with our training today. It's about mortgage. You know what? You have many clients. They have income. They have cash. They have check, but they didn't have a high income on tax return. They cannot get a loan. They cannot qualify for the loan because their incomes on the tax is very low. So how can you help them? Our expert today, Miss MC, will share with us another mortgage loan that will help your client get a more loan today. So welcome to MC.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hello, people on the Zoom. How are you? I see Jamie, Jennifer, Gina, Kevin, and Marco, of course. Okay. So thank you for being here. So today we're gonna talk about. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Elvis.
Elvis.
Nice to see you, MC.
Nice to see you, Elvis.
I always.
You are a new agent?
Yeah. New broker.
New broker. Wow, welcome aboard. Oh my goodness, awesome.
I'm new to the office here, but I'm not new in the business.
You are experienced one. I love it. I love it.
I'd like to join this office
Thank you for joining us.
because all of you guys.
Oh, thank you, and we love you too for saying
We got a
that.
nice group. We got a nice group of people here. Here, this is even better. This guy.
Very nice to have you here, Elvis. Welcome aboard.
Oh, that's fine. It's good.
So today we will introduce to you a new product for self-employed. Last week we talked. Okay, let's review a little bit. We have every week we have a weekly mortgage discussion. So the last few weeks we go over Forgivable Equity Builder. Do you remember what that program is for? Anyone? Alex, what is it?
It's a 10% forgivable equity that is forgiven if you live in your house for 5 years continuously.
Yeah, awesome, Alex. So first time home buyer who qualify for 10% down payment, free money if they live in the home for 5 years. Awesome program, right? And then we have My Home Assistant. Who remember My Home Assistant?
I
Vita.
can't remember.
You can remember. You have to remember to give it to help your client. 3% down payment. Yay! For this is also second loan, but it's 3% down payment. It's a 3% down payment from California. It is not forgivable. It's 1% interest rate, but you don't have to pay until you sell the house or refinance.
I think that's what they're talking about. Like, I have a client yesterday who called me, but I said, I think I know that, but I didn't pay attention.
Uh-oh, what do we do with Vita? What do we do with
I'm just telling the truth.
So for student that not pay attention, we make her sit in a private island. So she's gonna sit here.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
kidding. So my assistant is for also first time home buyer. They get, if they not qualify for the 10% down payment because their income is higher than the limit, then we suggest them to do the My Home Assistant. Which one? This one, the income limit is all the way up to 300,000 if you buy a home in Santa Clara County. So almost everybody qualify for My Home Assistant, but they only get 3% down payment, not 10% down payment.
Okay.
So now you remember.
Yeah.
Okay. But we don't stop there. We don't stop there, okay, Vita? If somebody qualify for My Home Assistant 3% down payment, what do they get? Also? Jose?
The closing costs?
Closing costs. You guys remember. They get up to 15,000 for closing costs through Zip specific program. So you have to tell your client we have two different programs. The forgivable equity is the 10% down payment free for you after you live there 5 years. If you not qualify for the 10% down payment, we have the My Home Assistant that they give you 3% down payment and closing costs. Any question?
They were telling me that they gave 56,000 to them. That way they qualified or something.
56,000?
56,000. That's what they're telling me. So
56,000 down payment?
No, like the forgivable equity. I don't know where they get, but I have to ask them.
Talk to them
Talk
more
to them, yeah.
so that you know what they get, okay? Bring the loan package here, we know exactly what they qualify for, okay?
Yeah,
So they either qualify for the 10% or they get 3% with closing costs,
Oh, okay.
alright? So this is awesome for only California people, okay? And then we have VA loan, which we don't need down payment. And the people who qualify for VA loan, they don't have to pay for mortgage insurance. You have a question, Tivana?
Does that apply to mobile homes as well?
No, sorry. This forgivable and My Home is for a single home. For mobile home, if the mobile home attached to the land and they own the land too. But in California, most of the mobile home people don't own the land. They only buy the mobile home. In that case, it's not real estate. When it's not real estate, they don't qualify for this. So these first three programs are not for mobile home or personal property. They are for real estate only. Good questions. Okay, so VA loan, we all know about it. People who qualify for VA loan, they don't have to have down payment. They don't even need closing costs because they can finance all of it. FHA loan, we need 3.5% down payment only. Okay. P&L and VOE, we talked about this last week for self-employed people. And P&L and VOE, we don't need tax return, W-2 pay stuff. So a lot of time, especially business owner, when we ask them for tax return, they say, no, I'm not going to give you because I don't make any money on it. So that's why we have to have P&L to provide to them. And sometimes people just, if you want to go back to find out what P&L is, you can go back to the video. Oh, actually, the video last time didn't work. Anyway, so we couldn't record the sound. Anyway, so the P&L we only need for profit and loss statements. That's it. Okay, VOE, we're going to verify their income
to the HR department, but we don't need their pay stub tax return. That's much easier. This is for people who earn W-2 income, the BOE program, the P&L is for business owner. Today we have another program for business owner or self-employed people, 1099, people who earn 1099, that's called bank statement. So bank statement, let's go over bank statement together. So the first thing that we require is 12-month bank statement. Okay, we talk about business people, they don't want to give the tax return because they deduct expenses so much that they earn nothing from their income, so they not qualify for anything. So we ask them for profit and loss. If they provide us the profit and loss, then we can apply for them the program profit and loss. But for people who said, my CPA is not willing to do so, or I don't want to do P&L, then we have the 12-month bank statement. Because a lot of people, they prefer bank statement because they deposit a lot of money in their bank statement. And if they provide the 12-month bank statement, it show every month they deposit like $50,000. And if it is a business bank statement, then $50,000 a month average, then 50% of that is their income. That lender consider 50% of the deposit income, because the other 50% is business expenses. So that's how they calculate income. So we need the 12-month bank statement. If somebody provide us the 12-month personal bank statement, and if it's showing 50,000 deposit each month in average, then 50,000 is the income, the monthly income. Okay, and we also need 2 years of business license. What's the reason we always ask for 2 years of business license, everyone? Why? Why we ask for 2 year business license?
The profit and loss.
No, the 2 year business license. It's
That's the requirement.
The
the requirement, but why do they ask for 2 years?
To know the business is stable or not.
Stability.
Close. So
Contingency means that they're not going to go to another business. That's their.
I think
Primary
somebody
business.
say continuously. It's okay. They want to make sure that this business is over 2 years, because if business less than 2 years, it's kind of scary, right? It's risk when they land the business that's too new. But if the business over 2 years, it's kind of stable a little bit. So they need the 2 year business license. Okay. So we talk about 12-month personal bank statement. Alex, can you read me this requirement?
Okay, CPA letter. 100% of ownership, years in business, name of the business. Document that the CPA has prepared or reviewed the most recent 2 years of business tax return filing.
Thank you, Alex. Can you explain what Alex should read? So that's the letter that we need. If somebody wants the 12-month bank statement, beside the 12-month bank statement, we have to submit to the lender the CPA letter, and this is the letter required. So can you explain what in the letter?
Basically, like the proof of the business, how much
It's right here.
ownership they have in the business, and everything. You have information of the business. Here's in the business, name of the business, and then just the CPA has gone over the 2 years of the business taxes.
Yeah. Either the CPA is the one who filed tax for them over the last 2 years or 3 years, 5 years, they have to state it in there. Or the CPA only review their tax return. Because sometimes the CPA don't want to do the letter, so the borrower have to look for a different CPA who willing to write a letter, and that CPA have to state that I review their tax return in the last 3 years or 4 years or whatever. Okay. So either the one who filed tax for them or the one who just reviewed the paperwork. And then P&L have to prepare and sign by borrower. So even we do the 12-month business bank statement, we still have to do the P&L. You want to read this for me, Anna? Read
P&L
the whole thing.
prepared signed by borrower covering the most recent 12 months must support or exceed income calculation based on bank statement.
Let me explain this. So the borrower is the one who prepared the P&L, not the CPA. That's good, because the CPA sometimes they don't want to do it, right? And in the P&L, it had to be 12-month period. Now in October, if we submit a loan now, we want a P&L starting from October last year until now, on September. 12 months.
12 months.
So September to September,
Yeah,
right?
middle of September to.
So we have to go live September 1st, 2021 until September 30th, 2022. And it also said that the income must support or exceed, the money in the bank statement, the 12-month bank statement must support the income calculation in the P&L. Because if you say, I make 30,000 a month, but if your bank statement doesn't show that amount of money, then it doesn't make sense, right? So when we do the 12-month bank statement and we do the P&L, we have to be careful. We have to review the P&L for our client to make sure they're matching. Okay, the next one, Anna.
Business bank statements require 50% deduction for business expenses and overhead.
Okay, thank you. So I said about it, if we turn in the 12-month bank statement from the business side, we have the lender automatically deduct 50% of the average deposit, okay, for expenses. Next one.
Personal bank statements do not require deduction.
So we also said about it, if we turn in the 12-month bank statement, personal bank statement, all the deposit count as income.
When borrower is operating a business out of a personal bank statement, the business must either be a sole proprietor or 1099 based. Business entity may not be a corporation or a partnership.
Okay. So, Alex, can you explain this?
Well, the business has to be sole proprietor. He has the solo proprietor. He's the only owner. It
Gotta
cannot be
use
corporation,
personal.
not partnership.
Thank you. So most of the time when we have our own business, we have to have a business account, right? Business bank account. But there are people, they don't even open a business bank account. They use their personal bank account to run the business. I come across a few of those. In this case, the lender require that business has to be sole, how you say this word?
Sole proprietor.
Proprietor. If you are a corporation or partnership, then you cannot use the income that you put in the personal bank account. That's not gonna work. Because I
have a question.
Yes.
So, what kind of proof? So if you run a business, if you run, let's say you're a real estate agent and you never got a DBA, because a lot of agents don't get a DBA and go open a business bank account. So you have your money being deposited in your personal account. The good news there is, sounds like all the deposits can be used, correct? Because it's a personal bank.
Good question. You are 1099.
But so my question is, on the personal bank statements, if you want to use that, what proof do they need for sole proprietor or 1099?
I think you
Are they
are
gonna
agent. Not only you are an agent, not only you are individual. Leon, you want to answer this question?
So, how do we prove the income?
Yeah, how do we prove sole proprietor, or do we have to give them the 1099?
Because we talk about if somebody have his own business and he use only personal bank statement to run the business, then they have to be sole proprietor. Yeah, like so have to be like individual own the business, not corporation or partnership
we
with
show
someone.
I think we show the personal bank accounts, bank statement.
But Marco asked, how do we prove what? How do we prove we are?
They will look into the deposit.
Or 1099.
Yeah, I think I understand what he mentioned because he a personal one. He don't open any business account under his name. So if he want to make this loan, which one he have to which one he have to provide between including the bank statement? What else he need to provide because he don't have the business personal business.
You know what? Okay, let me answer your question. I think I understand what your question is.
Yes.
So when you have no business bank account, you only use personal bank account for your own business, lenders
Yes.
still deduct 50% of your average deposit at expenses because you use only personal bank statement for your business. You see what I'm saying? If you have two bank statements, if you have personal bank statement and business bank statement, then and when you submit personal bank statement, they use 100%. But if you only have one bank statement, personal bank statement, and you submit it, they still take away 50% of your average deposit as your expenses.
And then this is just a rule of thumb, but it depends on the underwriter. We check, yeah, because there's some banks, they might deduct 50%, some banks, they may deduct less than that.
No,
You provided the receipt.
Most of the time they deduct 50%. Sometimes we fight. We want to say, hey, we don't expend that much. We only use 30% of our income for expenses. Then at that point, our CPA have to step in and do a lot of document to prove that the expense is only 30%.
A proof of the deposit. Maybe the check from the vendors that, hey, there's a lot of construction person, they have the check written pay directly to them. So we can provide a copy to prove the deposits coming from the homeowners who paid him or her for the job. So sum up together we can have.
So Leon talk about like construction income. Now we talk about general rules and guidelines. If you are running your business using only personal bank account, then the average deposit will be deducted for like at least 30%, but normally 50% for expenses. And if you want to reduce your deduction to 30%, then there is a process that your CPA will have to be involved to help you to prove to the lender that your expenses is less than 50%. Okay? I think I kind of understand what you're asking or your concern. Is that correct, Marco?
Yeah, so now I understand. So you cannot just turn in personal bank statements. You'll still do 50% deduction. So in order to get 100% of the deposits, you need to turn in personal and a bank statement?
No, listen. When you submit in your personal bank statement and it shows all the income, all the deposit came from your business, then they know you use your personal for business. If your personal income is like money from your business account going toward your personal bank statement, that's different story, right? If you have your personal business bank statement, they know because the money from there going to your personal account. Because when you run your own business, you have your business account, and whenever you need money, you put the money from your business to your bank account. And normally you put that in every month, right? You transfer money from business to personal every month. So that is considering your deposit, your income, your money. But if you provide your business bank statement, lender will say, this is all your income. And because you run the business, you have to expend somehow. Then we will deduct 50% of it. Okay, got it, right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go to the next one. It's so hard to read. Okay, let's see. There are some restriction. There's some restriction. Patrick, Sergio, can you read this for me? The first one. So the first one.
The following restrictions apply. Borrowers must be self-employed for at least 2 years.
That's easy, so continue on.
Statements must be consecutive and reflected the most recent months available.
Let me explain this one. So when we provide the 12-month bank statement, the latest one had to be, now it's October, right? We have to provide the latest one that's available. For example, we have the latest bank statement available is September, and then back. But we have to be consecutive 12-month back. We cannot skip any month. If we skip 1 month, they will say, wait, what's going on? I need that month. They won't let you get away with that 1 month that you don't submit. Because they look at every single month. Okay, so continuing the next one, please.
Ineligible deposits such as non-business related accounts, transfers, one-time deposits, cash advance from credit cards. Income sources already taken into account, products, return credit, gifts, funds, and credit line deposits. Business financing related must be deducted from the calculation.
Can you explain it to me? This one, Elvis? That what he just read? What is not eligible for the deposit?
Yeah, it's pretty confusing here.
Okay. So break it down. Let's break it down.
Yeah.
The ineligible deposit.
Ineligible deposit, so such as a non-business related account transfer. So that's it's clear. So it's not eligible. Yeah, you cannot.
Let me explain
some money.
non-business related account transfer. If I have another account, I have like three different bank accounts, and then I transfer from one of my account, like my stock account, to my business account or my personal account, that doesn't consider income, because that's not income, right? Thank you. And then one more, one-time deposit.
One-time deposit. Why do they say one-time deposit? As long as the lender they know what's the source of income.
Okay, let me. I kind of understand the one-time deposit. Normally, when we run a business, for example, if I have a massage business, normally my deposit is $100, $300, maybe $500. It's not like all of a sudden $10,000, right? That's not accepted.
Yeah.
Lender will look, oh, what is this 10,000? Because when my client come in, I charge them, I put it in right away, right? I charge my client, I put it in right away. And the amount have to make sense, right? Or unless you have a group of people come in and do massage together and it come out like 20 people or 10,000, we have to explain it. We have to have proof, right? Yeah, okay.
Or
Next
maybe
one.
Some rich guy come to the massage parlor. I pay you one time 20,000.
For a lifetime membership, right? Okay. The next one, Elvis?
Is cash advances?
I can advance
So
from
credit
credit card. That's obvious, right? We
Yeah.
cannot use money from the credit card and transfer into our account and call it income, right?
Yeah, that's income. That's good income. If you get a good credit card, that means you have a good income. That means your credit is good.
So we cannot use cash from the credit card as our income. Income sources already taken into account. Product. What does it mean? Income sources already taken into account.
Yeah.
I have to look into it. Product returns credits. Oh, if they buy something and then they return it, they get back the credit. That doesn't consider income. Gift fund and credit line deposit, business financing related. So all that must be deducted from the calculation. So when we receive the Tolman bank statement from our client, we have to look at the deposit and make sure those are not one of these, because those are not income. We cannot put that into our income because we have an income calculator. We have to enter the number, and if we see something like this, we have to exclude them. We cannot put them in. Okay?
How about construction?
What do you mean?
Like for instance, sometimes they give them money for materials or things like that. Like sometimes they give them $10,000 in the deposit, but from that they have to buy materials. So it's not.
I think sometimes lender might overlook. They might overlook. Might not know what's going on. Yeah. Good one. Okay. Can you read me the next one, Pascal?
Yeah. Large deposits defined as any single deposit exceeding 150% of average monthly total deposits should be omitted or sourced/explained with LOE from the borrower.
Okay. Thank you. So example, like I said, for a massage company, and they normally deposit 100, 200, 300, 500, and then all of a sudden they're 20,000. That had to be omitted. We cannot include it because lender might think this. They just put it in to have enough down payment, so they cannot use it.
Unreasonable. That deposit unreasonable.
Not reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not reasonable is questionable.
Okay.
That's good.
They cannot pass the underwriter test.
Vita, can you read this for me?
Additional income deposited into the bank statements but derived from a source other than the self-employed business may not be included in the bank statement of the reads.
Okay. So let us look into all our deposit to see what they are. And sometimes they exclude some of the deposit if it doesn't make sense. Vita, can you read this one?
Transfer between accounts should be excluded.
Okay, that we talked about it already, right? Chị Vân Anh, can you read from there? The last one?
The percentage of the income used must coincide with the percentage of the business ownership. When using personal bank statement, borrower must be 100% owner.
So any question like, when we turn in Tolman bank statement, personal bank statement, the borrower had to be 100% owner of the business, right? Otherwise, how can you use the income? I mean, it's lender doesn't want to go through all the headache. Okay, if you want to use this income, this bank statement as your income, you have to be business owner because that's your own income. So you have to be 100% business owner.
If the wife is involved, if the wife is in the account, it's okay.
If the wife has to be part of the business owner, and then it's okay. But if the wife is not,
in the business, let's say you have the business license, and the business license is the husband, but then the account is
have both husband and wife.
Husband and wife because wives they are like
50-50.
Oh, okay.
Should be 50-50.
Good question. I never encountered that situation. If the wife doesn't contribute anything and the wife on the maybe the wife will deposit some of her income, right? So that is something else. That's why if some of the income is coming from the wife's side, if the wife on the bank statement, then lender will look at it a different way. They will have to deduct whatever. If the wife on the loan, it's another story. It's something very different. If we do the loan only the husband and the husband is the only owner of the business and the wife has her own income, she have her own income, then now we look into her income. So obviously this bank statement have two income in there. Then we have to separate the income of the wife from the husband. It's something else. Yes.
So if you have 50% partnership with someone, this loan is not for you.
Then we have to look into the business bank account, right? We have to, first of all, we look at the 12-month business bank statement, and then we split 50% at the expenses, and then 50% between the two. But I think it doesn't work for this kind of loan. I think it's too much to go through. It's 100% business owner. I think it must be right here. Must be 100% business owner. There is nothing like you partner of someone else. This has to be 100% business owner. Any question before we move on? You have anything to say, Alex?
No. So everything new to me now.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have any question on the Zoom? No? Okay. So this is we call it, it's a metric, a table to tell us what the require for down payment when it comes to purchase or refinance rate in term. So you look in here, this product is for primary residence, second home, and investment property. So it all type of transaction. And for one unit, single family, townhouse and condo, there are requirements of the down payment required based on the credit score, right? So I have a question for Jose. For people who want to borrow a loan less than 1.5 million and his FICO score is 720, what is the down payment?
For a single family residence?
Yeah.
That would be 15%?
15% down payment because the maximum loan to value is 85%. And because the maximum loan to value is 85%, that means we only need 15% down payment. Okay, so Alex, If someone with 620 FICO score, what is the down payment required for the loan amount up to 1.5 million?
35%.
35% down payment. Good job. How about Linda? If someone with 660 FICO score, what is the minimum down payment required?
25%.
25%. That's true. How about Vita? Someone with 680 FICO score, what is the down payment?
20%.
20%. Good job. So we know how to read this table. So when we go to the bigger loan amount, if someone needs $2.5 million loan amount, right? So Elvis, if somebody needs a $2.5 million loan amount and they apply for the purchase loan with this loan program, and if their FICO score is 640, what is the down payment?
40%.
Yes, 40%. How about Sergio?
I don't have such a big down payment.
Yeah.
40% down payment, no, I cannot afford it.
That's a lot, right? The 2.5 million loan, that means the house is like 5 million or something. Almost 5 million. How about Sergio? With 660 FICO score, with $2.5 million loan amount, how much is the down payment?
30%.
30%, yeah. So we can get them a loan up to $3 million. But as you see, when the loan amount bigger, the requirement in the down payment is higher.
How many lines of credit they need to have when they get to the FICO score?
The trade line?
How many?
We only need 3 trade lines.
3? Okay.
We only need 3 trade lines.
Minimum? Do they have to have a minimum?
Minimum is 3 trade lines.
I know what I'm saying. Like when you have 3, sometimes there's 300, 500.
Oh, the credit score?
Yeah. Sometimes with your credit cards, sometimes you have, like for instance, not much of a credit limit.
I'm sorry, what's the credit limit? You mean the amount of money?
I don't understand.
Sometimes when you, like for instance, you can have 3 credit cards, right? Or you can have 1 personal loan, and you have 2 credit cards. Well, those count but at the same time, sometimes there is a small amount of limit of $300 to $500 for your credit cards.
Why are you talking about credit card? I kind of get lost.
Sometimes when you look at your credit scores, sometimes credit cards, there's if you have 1 credit card, that's 1 line of credit, right? And then if you
we don't call it line of credit, we call it trade line.
I'm saying.
Okay,
I think what he's trying to say is
they have a limit on that.
Regarding from lender point of view, they look at your credit, how lender determine your median credit score. Credit score, they choose one, in the medium. It can be, one is 709, the second one is 685, and the third one is only 550. They are going to take his median credit score.
Right. The thing, like I'm saying, like sometimes it's people starting their credit like 5 months ago. It's not that.
I see what you're saying. So, okay, the requirement is the 3 trade line, and every trade line has to be over 12 months.
That's what.
Yeah, 12 months.
Okay.
So if you apply for a credit card 2 years ago, all 3, then you're good. If you apply for 3 credit cards just 6 months because you just came to the U.S., then it's hard for you to get a loan.
Right. That was
Thank you. So that's how long we need to have the credit cards or the trade line season.
You can have 700 score, but you don't have that.
I see.
Time.
But you know what? Talk to me about it. I want to see the situation. I want to see the credit report to see what I can do to save the loan. Don't just let it go.
No, I understand. I'm just.
Yeah. Okay. So for 2 to 4 unit, it's more requirement on the down payment. So yeah, that's it for this one, and we're gonna go on next one. This is for refinance cash out, and for refinance cash out, for somebody want to 1 unit condo townhouse, they want to refinance cash out with the loan up to $1.5 million, and if their FICO score is 680, they can cash out up to 75%. For example, if somebody with the home value $1 million and their FICO score is 680, and right now their loan amount is $400,000, they say I want to cash out all I can. Then they say, okay, because your FICO score is 680, awesome, we can get you a new loan, $750,000 new loan amount. So that means you can bring home $350,000. So cash out $350,000.
So new loan amount is 750. Okay. Any questions? No questions? So this is just this is really easy. You don't have to memorize it. I can send it to you. If you ask me, I can send it to you. So you can have it somewhere so that you can answer your client question when you need to. Okay? All right. Any question on the Zoom? Okay, you don't have any question. Let's go to...
Actually, MC, I have one question. Zip specific.
Okay, back up. Next.
Zip
No.
specific. Is that, you talk about zip code?
Zip specific is a program, and that is just for closing costs.
Okay.
Closing cost assistant.
So then, the property located at a certain area, right? And a zip code?
Oh, good question. I never think about it that way, huh? I never think about it that way, but I know that with this program, people who qualify for My Home Assistant, they are also qualified for ZIP specific program, which means they can borrow up to 15,000 for closing costs. And this 15,000 closing costs is zero interest, but it's gonna stay there as one of their lien, but they don't have to pay for it until they sell the house or they refinance. Same thing at the My Home Assistant. That program, they can get 3% down payment, and that down payment 3% actually have 1% of interest. But they don't have to make monthly payment. That 3% stay there, and the interest of 1% keep compounded until the day they sell the house. They have to pay off that, or they refinance, they pay off that My Assistant.
So the 3% is a loan.
It's a loan for 1% interest, really easy.
But the first one, the forgivable,
It's not a
is
loan.
free.
It's completely free.
The 10%.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like it too.
I like it.
But not many people qualify. And by the way, the forgivable equity builder, when it just came out, the rate was so awesome. The rate was a lot lower than the conventional interest rate for a normal loan. But now, because so many people applying for it and so many people qualifying for it, the rate is 7%.
Oh, wow.
It's higher than the regular loan. So, and it keep going up. So people who qualify for this 10%, if they don't act on it right away, pretty soon they're not gonna qualify anymore, because when the rate go up, they're not qualify anymore. So they have to act on it right away, or they lose it. And it's so interesting. Yesterday I do one calculation. I said, somebody buying a $1 million home with 20% down payment. So that means they borrow 800,000 loan amount with interest rate of 6%. They pay 4,800 a month for mortgage. And if somebody say, I'm gonna wait for the property price to drop $100,000, okay. Example. Luckily, he got that home reduced $100,000. So he buying it at 900,000 home purchase price. And with 20% down payment, this person will have to do 720,000 loan amount with 7% interest rate. And you know what the monthly payment? The same. 4,800 per month.
Taxes less.
Huh?
Property taxes less.
The property tax is lower. Yeah, good. But listen, if they wait for it long enough and it give them also the same price reduction, 900,000, same loan amount 720, but the rate now go up to 8%, no 9%, no 8%, and the monthly payment is 5,200. So it's more when the interest rate go up. So the price go down is not as important. The rate go up. So people keep waiting, and a lot of time they don't know what are they waiting for. Are they waiting for a bigger payment? So when you work with your client, you have to be clear. I'm asking you, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for that one day the price go down so that your monthly will be bigger? Or you want it now so your monthly is lower?
Well, you need a home, don't you?
So I don't know. It depends on what people think, but you have to be able to give them all the numbers so that they will make their own decision, right? Sometimes people don't know what they're waiting for. Okay, so here we go. At PacificWide, we offer all the awesome program. If we talk about all of this program, if you do your social media, you give people a chance to get to know you, and you give them a chance to call you, okay? And you give them a lot of information that benefit them. That we call irresistible offer. The offer that get people in the door, the offer that make people call you. Before the meeting, I have one client, she came to me. I think I met her less than 2 months. And we in contract, and we are working on the loan and trying to close the loan, close the whole transaction for her. And she told me, you know, I watch your video, almost every video, and I learned so much from it. And that's why how I decided to buy home, because she make a lot of money, and she's a business owner. Before that, she didn't plan to buy anything. But because she watched my video, she understands the benefit of homeowner and how the real estate market appreciation, how much she gained if she owned the property for more than 10 years. She learned all that from my videos, and she decided to buy it. That's why she meet us. I think she in contract 2 weeks after she met me. She go really quick like that, and she said today she came. We talked about the loan condition, and then she said, "Can I buy another home? I'm thinking of buying another one." So when you talk about all of this, or you talk about your own real estate experience, somehow you educate the people who listen to you. So it's really important. So we have the irresistible offer at PacificWide. This is how we offer people, so that they can learn and they can call us. But what is next? What is next that we're gonna do with what we have? If we have everything, and what do we do with it? If I come to you, I bring you a bunch of grocery, and if you do nothing with it, you're wasting it. But if you say, "Whoa, MC, you give me yummy stuff, I'm gonna cook," and you're gonna go into the kitchen and you start, rolling your sleeve, and then you're gonna cook, and what happened? We have a big meals, right? Same thing. If I give you all this, and what do you do with it? If you just keep it for yourself, then what is it for? You have to talk about it. I want you to at least call your client and say, "Hey, at PacificWide, I have so many awesome products. I want you to know so that I can help you or your friends, your family. The first thing I want to share with you is the 10% down payment, free from the government, right? And the second thing is the 3% down payment if you're not qualified for the first one." And somebody say, "You know what? I want to buy home, but I'm business owner and my tax is terrible." Oh, you don't have to worry about your tax return. I have, loan product for business owner, P&L product, or I have bank statement product. I still have more product coming up next. It's awesome product. We have so many good products here at PacificWide. We have almost everything here at PacificWide. But how we get it out there so people know about it, social media. Okay, I keep telling you this because I see the benefit of it. So we talked about this last time. The 3 key concepts for people to sustain their wealth and to be successful. Can you read me the three key concepts?
The top or just the bottom? Right, for sure. Commit to incremental improvement and constant and never-ending improvement.
So, good thing that you are here. I appreciate that you are always here. When you are here, meaning you want to be better, you want to learn, you want to refresh, you want to be up to date, you want to be better, you want to know more than anybody else. That's good because you are doing the first successful key concept. Really important. Trust me, there are people, they don't need to learn anything. They're in the business 10 years, they still the same as the same person 10 years ago. Because they learn nothing. But you show me, you here every week, every training, you are doing the first key concept. That's awesome. I congratulate you for doing that to yourself. Thank you everyone for being here and learning some stuff. Maybe it's nothing so new to you, but why not just refresh it, right? It's good to refresh.
why I remember all my products? Because I keep talking about it. If you keep listening to me and you keep talking about it, you will remember everything.
Only when you teach.
No, yeah. That's why you need to talk about it. So read me the second key concept.
You must know who your ideal customer is and turn them into a raving fan client so they will refer others to you.
Awesome. Okay, the third key concept is irresistible offer. We have irresistible offer. All we do is talk about it on social media. So you are doing the first one, you have the third one. Now the second one, so important. Know your customer and make them become your raving fan. Every client who come to me, they are my raving fan. They say, I talk to all my employees to go talk to you because you can help them get a home. Is that awesome? They are my raving fan. Because of what? Because of my videos. Because honest to you, we are in contract. We are about to close. Today, the first time I meet her. I don't spend time with clients that much because the time I spend with them is on my videos. They watch my video every day, every week. And that's how I influence them. Okay, salespeople are the one who influence others. Sale is not you saying, okay, I have to meet my client for 40 minutes or 30 minutes, I influence them. Not enough. How can you convince somebody to buy a product in 30 minutes? It's really hard. You have to work really hard. You have to have a strategy, use all kind of technique, and sometimes you go home without any sale. You can spend 8 hours talking to 10 people and you make no sale because you only spend 30 minutes with each person. I don't think 30 minutes is enough for you to change somebody from not buying to buying. Remember, what is the next slide? I want to talk to you about. Okay, we talk about why don't people buy. Let's ask you this question again. Why don't people buy?
No money.
No money.
There's no need. People don't need.
They don't need.
No need.
They need
Okay.
money.
But what if people they need but they still don't buy? Okay. Do anyone need a home to live in?
Yes.
But do everyone buying a home?
No.
No. So if we just look for people what they need, they buy, then we are not a real good salesperson. Because people they not buying what they need. They only buy what they want. Have you ever heard somebody saying, I want that and I will do whatever it takes to get that? Have you heard of it?
Yes.
And have you done something like that for yourself?
Yes.
So the same thing, your client, they know what they need. But they don't buy it because they don't know what they want. And our job as a salesperson is not just find what they need, we find what they want. Not only we don't stop there, we motivate them to do what they want. So our job now is harder than before. We're not just, okay, what you need, not enough. If you come to somebody out of nowhere and you see somebody, you ask them what they need, they say all the needs, but then they still don't do anything with your service or your products because I need it, but doesn't mean I want it. I want a house, but I don't want to do it. Too expensive. Oh, I want a Mercedes. It's so beautiful. Then I buy it because I want a Mercedes. I want to buy a fancy car. Then I buy it. But do I need a Mercedes? Maybe you don't need a Mercedes. Any car can drive. You can try a Honda. You can try whatever. But if you don't want, you don't do it. You have to want to do it. So people, they don't buy because they don't want it. Doesn't mean they don't need it. Okay? But people, what make people buy? They buy because they want it. They need it and they want it. Sometimes, some stuff, you don't even need it, but you want it, you buy anyway. Like why women, they keep buying clothes. They keep buying shoes. Oh my God, some women they have, oh my God, their house full of shoes. Do they need shoes?
No.
They just want more shoes, right? Or clothes. They just want more clothes. They don't need clothes that much because we all have so much clothes already. Can't even count, right? So people would want to buy what they want. So your job is how to link what they want to what your service and your products, right? And the two things that rule and runs our life is these two guys. What is that? What are they?
Pleasure and pain.
Pleasure and pain. So I give you one question. Before I go to that question, people will do whatever it takes to avoid pain, more than whatever it takes to get to the pleasure part. So for example, you want to save $1,000 or you want to make sure nobody take away your $1,000. I think you will try to protect your 1,000 more than you want to save 1,000 because not many people want to save money, right? Even though we know saving money is good, but nobody want to save $1,000. But if I have $1,000, I want to keep it so that nobody can take it away from me. I do whatever it takes to keep that $1,000, right? Do you agree with me on that one? So, same thing. When you see your client, the first thing they come to you, want to know why they're here. And normally, they say what they need. But a lot of time, they go home without doing anything because they know they need it, but too much to do. I don't want it. Oh, I have to make monthly mortgage payment. Oh, that's enough. I'm going to go home. I'm not going to do it. Because you don't find their want yet. You know their needs, but you don't know their want yet. Your job is to find that want. How do you find that want? You know, how do I find people want? I talk in my video. Okay, people, what they want to be rich. They want to be healthy, right? And they want to be happy. That's three things. People want all three things. Anyone doesn't want to be rich, just raise your hand.
No.
No one.
I don't want to be rich. But I want to be healthy.
You want to be healthy. Okay,
Healthy
so what are the
is
three?
more important than anything else.
Okay. But without money, you cannot be healthy. Right? You will be struggling, right? So we need all. Rich, healthy, and happiness. All those things have to go together. So in your video, when you make video, you have to show people how to get rich, how to be healthy, how to be happy. Then you will eventually, you motivate them to see their want. And most of the time, when I see my client, many clients, I say the same thing. With a good heart though. I don't try to manipulate people. I never do that. I tell them about homeowner benefit. They save them so much money, right, in terms of tax. I told them about home price appreciation because the rate on return is so huge. Yesterday I looked at one house I forgot what year, but it was for $58,000. It sold for $58,000, and now it's more than $1 million. Should be over 30 years, but the rate of return on home investment is so huge. If you say from $58,000 to $1 million, how much? 1,000% of return on investment, or more than that? I can't even come up with a number. It's so huge. From $60,000 to $1 million. If somebody invests in a home, 30 years later, how much they make? So much. So because I believe in real estate investment, I believe in how much we can benefit from real estate investment. I talk about it whenever I see my client because I want to see them become successful and rich and retire early. My goal to help all my clients to become really rich one day, retire as they want. You don't have to work until 60 or 65, retire at your 45, 50 if you buy a home right now, if you are 20 something. My goal is help all my clients retire early. Live a happy life, travel the world, do whatever they want for their life when they don't have to work anymore. Don't need to wait until you are so old, you can't travel anymore. That's too late. Okay, so our goal is to encourage people. Hey, there are possibilities. There are beautiful future awaiting for you. So our job is to show them how to become rich. Our job is to talk about homeowner benefits, tax benefit, and home price appreciation. Show them the real data. We're not just talking. We show them the U.S. history of 60 years of real estate sales or home price. Or give them your own life experience, how much you make so far, just owning a few homes. Give them the real life experience. They love to hear your story. And give them the real data that you see. You do some research. I do that all the time. So our goal is to help people to see the beautiful future, the pleasure that they want, they really want. So when people see, oh my God, if I buy a home now when I make $500,000 profit, I sell it, I don't have to pay a penny for tax, and then I do it. I tell my client, you do it for 3, 4, 5 times in your lifetime, you have $1.5 million or $2 million in your pocket, no tax. Is it awesome? Yes, it's awesome. You want to do that? Yes, then do it. Every 5 to 7 years, you make $500,000 easy if you buy a home. That's what I told my client. That's how I motivate my client to keep buying. And it benefits them. It big time benefit my client. I don't manipulate them. I give them all my heart, my passion. That's why she came to me. She said, I'm just not even done with this one, but I'm planning to buy the next one. This is just one of the clients I see today, but I'm telling you, I have so many of those clients because how I talk to them. You do the same. As a salesperson, you want to do the same thing. Next slide. Okay, so we talk about what is sell. A salesperson is someone who brings solution to buyers. If somebody, like we talked about it last time, somebody don't want to rent anymore because renting is just a pain because they kick you out when they want to sell the house, or they increase rent and they make the house so dirty, they break down and they don't even care. So much pain as being a renter. Then they come to you, they say they want to buy a home, and then they look at the monthly payment, they're afraid, they stop and they say, I don't want to buy anymore. Your job is to motivate them to say, hey, you know what? You don't want to go through all these pain again. Also, plus, when you buy a home, you have a very beautiful future. Your job is to create joys, happiness, fulfillment, and positive difference to people's life. Change their life of quality, their quality of life. When we sell consequences. We sell beautiful future. We don't sell just the house because just the house is so hard to sell. Just the loan is so hard to sell. You sell people with what they're gonna get in the future. And that is the real thing about real estate. That's why I have so much passion about real estate. I can talk about real estate all day long because I love real estate, because I believe in real estate. I think you all love real estate too, right? That's why you're doing this job. It's hard to do something you don't love, right? So, success, 80% of success is psychology and 20% is skill. Sale is also about psychology. If you don't use psychology, how are you gonna sell? You want to know what is in your client's head, right? Do you? You want to know what is in their head so that you can sell to them. We're gonna talk about how to find out what is in their head, what they're thinking about you, and how you handle all that thinking before they even talk about it next time. We're gonna stop here today, but we're gonna talk about what in your client's head next time. Because you are now have to use psychology to sell and not to manipulate people, to help people, to find what's best for them, to give them the beautiful future. That is your job. So that one day, when they are so happy, they become your what?
Raving fan.
Your raving fans. And what the raving fan do for you?
Refer you.
They build your own business for you without a fee. They marketing for you for free. They get everybody they know to you. Do you want to build that business though?
Yes.
I think I do because I've been doing that for so long. And all my clients, they love me and I love them so dearly. We become friends. Really friends right now. All my clients are my friends. Because they really enjoy talking to me because we have the same topic to talk about nowadays. The beautiful future, right? And how to invest better, how to do better in real estate. That's what we do right now. So I hope.
Can you go back, my dear? I
Go back one slide.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I hope that because now we are in the 21st century, we have to sell differently because we have a lot of tools that are available for us for free. That's the social media. You can influence people by what you believe, what your passion is, what you know, what your knowledge, what your experience by videos. And that's how you get to know people, people get to know you. They come to you, that's how you get to know them, but they listen to your video that they get to know you, right? And they come to you, when they come to you, it's all about trust. They trust you completely. You don't have to sell no more. All you do is find what they want and just go for it. That's what I do nowadays. But I don't spend a lot of time with my clients because I have a lot to do. But I love them. But when I need to talk to them, I call them, I text them, I message them. But I only meet them when I really need to talk about something so important that we have to sit down face to face to talk about it. Otherwise, we're just on the phone most of the time. And you can sell anywhere. You don't have to be in a different city to sell. If you want to sell, you can sell anywhere. You can do loan anywhere as long as it's in California because we have license in California. I wish one day I can do other states because nowadays we don't have to travel to meet a client. We can see them on Zoom. It's so easy. It's so easy nowadays. We can help people from every other state too, but we need to have a license. Okay, thank you everybody. Any question before we go? No? Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.